Today we're going to have a little lighthearted fun and just play with makeup. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 woman. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here today, because if you weren't here, I would be here alone and I want someone to play with. I'm interested in just a little bit of lighthearted fun, simpler times. I've got some new makeup to play with, and I'm glad that you're here. If you're new, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want all the good stuff, you might want to sign up for my Sunday morning email newsletter. The link is in the description box down below. Every Sunday morning, I send out a very short, very sweet, very popular email newsletter featuring all the cool things I found throughout the week, whether it was a good sale or a nice piece of information, a recipe you absolutely have to try, whatever I would share with you if we're out together having coffee. That's what goes in the Sunday morning email newsletter. It is wildly popular. I'll tell you what, I could disappear off of YouTube and everyone would want to know where's the email newsletter. It's super easy to sign up. The link is in the description box down below. Super fun, super free. I think you're going to love it. As I mentioned, today is just a lighthearted, fun, heralding back to simpler times makeup day. I have some new makeup here that I purchased recently, and I'll tell you the backstory of that. And I want to go ahead and give it a whirl today, talk a little bit about my thoughts on it. Now, to address the elephant in the room, I have been sick for over a month, which is why I'm looking a little bit rough. I ended up catching an upper respiratory infection. It turned into pneumonia. I've literally been in the house for over a month. So this is my outreach. Help me, help me. So if I'm looking a little rough around the edges, that's why I literally have not hardly done any skincare or anything for over a month. That's how sick I was. I'm starting to get back into it now. So if I'm looking a little bumpy, that's why. Now a word from the sponsor of today's video, which is the, oh my gosh, I love it so much, Sleep and Glow Pillow. You guys, when I say I love my Sleep and Glow pillow, I am not kidding you. This thing is so fabulous. And I want to talk about the reasons why you're going to love it as well. But I'm going to go off script a little bit and share what I have learned about this pillow over the last 4 years. I've had this pillow for 4 years now, and it is exactly like it was when it was brand new. It is such good quality memory foam. First, let's talk about what happens with our face when we sleep. And if you go to a plastic surgeon or a cosmetologist or whatever, they're going to be able to look at you and tell you which side you sleep on. Because when we sleep on our sides, we get a different kind of wrinkle on our face than the wrinkles that we get just from getting older. They're actually more like creases, and that's from sleeping on the sides of our face. So most good plastic surgeons and most good cosmetologists can look at you and say you sleep on your right side or your left side. They know that because they understand the way skin ages. The cool thing about the Sleep and Glow pillow, and this is my 70s wild pillowcase. I love it. Don't judge me. This is the one I picked because I like it so much. The cool thing about the Sleep and Glow pillow, and I'll go ahead and throw up a picture here where you can see it a little clearer, is that there are areas for your face to kind of float in the air when you're a side sleeper, which is so important because instead of that skin getting mushed and creased in, it's allowed to just relax and not have that pressure on that skin. So it's an absolutely brilliant design, the Sleep and Glow pillow is. I have been using mine for 4 years. To say I love it is such an understatement. It gives me such immense joy when I get to sleep with my pillow. Not only because I am a side sleeper, I have never been able to master sleeping on my back. I just get such a sense of comfort when I roll over on my side. And the fact that I can tuck my face into that area of my pillow and not have it creased up is really, really a wonderful, wonderful advantage to having this pillow. It really does impact the nasolabial fold area of your face because that's the pressure that you're going to get when you're side sleeping. So when you have this construction from this pillow where it allows your skin to stay smooth, you're really eliminating all that pressure in that nasolabial fold area, which is what us older women get quite often. In addition, those crow's feet that you get from, smushing your face up like this is really going to help with that. I have been using this pillow, like I said, for 4 years now. It acts just like brand new. The quality memory foam made in this pillow is really extraordinary. And now I want to show you a little secret that I uncovered about 1.5 years ago that maybe you haven't thought about. If you have one of these pillows or if you're thinking about getting one, the way that they're constructed, and I'll go ahead and throw up a picture so you can see it a little more clearly than my wild 70s pillowcase, which I absolutely love. There is a difference in the height between one side and the other. I always slept with the shorter side underneath my neck. Well, one night I flipped it around and I used the taller side underneath my neck and absolutely loved it. The fact that it cradles my neck at that wonderful angle, that my neck isn't going like this at night, that it actually holds my head up and provides that area for my face to relax into is so extraordinary. If you have one of these pillows or if you get one, try both sides because you might find that you like the higher side better. I definitely do, and actually when I get in bed at night, I double check and make sure that my pillow has that higher side underneath my neck. In addition, you're going to see a reduction in puffiness in your face because your head is a little bit more elevated and you're not getting that obstruction of your lymph system by the pressure on your face from a regular pillow. Once you try a Sleep and Glow pillow, I'll tell you, I don't think you're ever going to want to go back. The comfort you feel, the difference in your face, the lack of puffiness, the no pressure on your skin overnight, it's just really, really extraordinary. And I have loved my pillow and continue to love it. Patented design from the Sleep and Glow pillow is really extraordinary. They've done a wonderful job of putting together a very, very quality product that does extraordinary things for your skin. So I do have a discount code. It's listed in the description box down below. If you've been thinking about the Sleep and Glow pillow, I can tell you, give it a try. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can try it for an entire month. If you're not noticing extraordinary things, which I think you will, you can just return it for your money back. In addition, they have a 3-year warranty for all their pillows. My pillow is over 4 years old and it still is in such good shape. They actually offered to send me a new pillow and a new pillowcase, and I went, no, I'm happy. I love it. It's like my little sleep buddy. So Sleep and Glow pillow, I want to thank you so much for sponsoring this portion of the video. I can highly, highly recommend this as an improvement for your skin tone, texture, wrinkling, puffiness, nasolabial folds issue, all of it. Plus, you're absolutely going to love how it feels to sleep on this pillow. Sleep and Glow, thank you so much for sponsoring this video and give it a try. I think you're going to love it. Here's mostly what I want to talk about today. It is these eyeshadows from Trini London. I actually think Trini London is absolutely adorable. I think her ads are wonderful. I like her product line. I don't love everything in her product line, but I kind of got hooked on these eyeshadows, and they're in individual little pots. I ordered 3 of them, cost me almost $75. Kids, don't try this at home, truly, which I think is incredibly expensive for 3 shades of eyeshadow. I had one already, so I have 4 now. I have Mystery, and I'm going to swatch all of these in a few minutes. I also have Chalice. I also have Magician, and I have Wisdom. The thing that I think really fascinates me about these eyeshadows is I absolutely love the coloration. whoever's doing their color work at Trinity London is really, really doing a great job. So I hopped on the website and I thought I'm going to order one of their eyeshadows because I really kind of like the whole concept. And before I knew it, I had 3 in my cart. So let's go ahead and swatch these and then we'll start in with the makeup. So this first one is Wisdom, and I actually think this is probably one of their most popular shades just because it's such a fabulous neutral. So here is Wisdom right here. And the texture, the creaminess of these eyeshadows is just extraordinary. I actually really, really love them. So that's Wisdom. The next one up is Magician. And here's the interesting thing. Look at how dark that looks in the container. And when I swatch it, you're going to be surprised how it just gets sort of translucent and beautiful. So here's Wisdom. And here's Magician. This is such a pretty, pretty color. I know because I've tried it on a few times. The next one up is Chalice. And look at how dark this one looks as well. Very, very dark. Almost a purple undertone. I told you these colors were just so extraordinary. So there's Chalice right there. So Wisdom, Magician, Chalice. Aren't these colors stunning? And then the last one I have is Mystery. So let's go ahead and take a look at Mystery. That's more of a taupey gold tone. And I'll go ahead and swatch this one right here. So there's all 4. Let's see if I can remember. Wisdom. Is that Mystery? I forget the names. Magician. Wisdom, Magician, Chalice, and then this last one is Mystery. I hope I got that right. If I screwed it up, I apologize. But those are the 4 colors. I'm going to select one of those today to go with my makeup look. The other thing that I have is I have some new lipstick colors because I think I can branch out on my lip colors now because I've changed the color of my hair, and that opens up the possibility to wear different tones and different colors on my lips. So I'm going to be trying a few lipsticks today, and that'll be fun. So I'm going to start with a little bit of very, very inexpensive powder on my eyebrows just to soak up my skincare, which I put on my face about 45 minutes ago. So it's had a little bit of an opportunity to soak in. Next up, I'm going to use some eyeshadow primer. The one thing I noticed about these cream shadows is if I have a lot of skincare on my eyelids, they don't set down at all. So I've gone ahead and I really, really, tried to push in the skincare that was on my eyelids. And then I'm going to use this eyeshadow primer in hopes that I can get that cream shadow to sit down and dry down a little better on my eyelids. Next up is the Jones Road. This is a corrector pencil, and I actually like this for underneath my eyes. You can see that I've got some bags going on, and the firmness on my under eyes is not what it usually is. So now I'm going to take my Catrice Under Eye Brightener, get a little bit on my finger, and then just tap that Jones Road pencil and that under eye brightener in to really try to knock out that purple circle. And you can see it really does a pretty darn good job. Hopefully I won't look so raggedy at the end. Next up is the Jones Road Brow Pencil. I think this is in taupe or dark blonde. I almost can't read it anymore because the pencil has been, it's down quite a bit. I love these pencils because they're fat and they're really, really quick. So I just rough in my brows at the beginning of my makeup with these little chubby boys. And then I'll go back in towards the end with an e.l.f. more precision pencil to do the detail work on my brows. And you can see just how quick these little chubby pencils are. I really do love them for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my face makeup now. I generally do my face makeup towards the end because I want to get my powder shadow on first, and if I have any fallout, I'm not disturbing my face makeup. But because I'm using a cream shadow today, I'm going to go ahead and set up the complexion, and then we'll go in and do the eyeshadow towards the end. So the first thing I'm going to do is address my under eye circles. I've been using the Jouer concealer. You guys have been seeing this for a long time now. I just really like it. I don't see any reason to look around because I'm really happy with it. But by golly, I'll tell you what, you do not need much at all. So I'm just going to put a couple of little dots under my eyes, and then I'm going to go right here. You know that line on your nose where your glasses sit? And a little bit on my chin. What color am I in with this? I'm going to need my glasses for this one. So I'm in the color Wheat, and I'm really, really happy with it. I am very, very pale, as you can probably tell right now. I haven't been outside in a long time. So I'm just going to start patting that in. And you can see I'm bringing it down onto my cheek a little bit so that it blends into the area beneath my under eye. And then my chin, if I'm going to have my foundation break up, it's going to be on my chin. So that's kind of like a little area I try to pay a little bit more attention to. For foundation today, I'm going to be using one of my two favorite foundations. This is a Revlon Illuminance. I absolutely love this foundation. It looks so pretty on the skin. It's so affordable. It covers great. I am in the color 201. So if you're looking for something for yourself and you think you might be close to my colorway, 201 is what I'm in. I'm only going to use one little pump right here and just dot that around my face. I have found that one pump pretty much is going to do it. Every now and again, I'll maybe do a pump and a third, something like that. Now I'm going to take my BK Beauty, my 101 brush. Love this brush, been using it for years. And I'm just going to start pouncing that in around my face. I probably sound a little congested. Sorry about that. And look at how beautiful that is. It's just such a really wonderful foundation. Now I'm going to work on a little bit of glow on my complexion. One of the things that I like on my face at my age, which is 68, is a little bit of glow, because what that does is that fools the eye into thinking that it's young, moist skin, which my skin is not young or moist. It's aging skin. But one thing we can do is we can give it a little bit of glow, and people perceive that, or our vision perceives that as youthful. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Hollywood Flawless filter, and my bottle was all really dirty. I don't know how that happened. This is expensive. It will last you forever. Honestly, you'll leave it in your will to someone. That's how long it lasts. So I'm just going to take some of that now and put it at the top of my cheeks, the front of my cheeks, the tip of my nose, and sort of kind of set up that glow from within on my makeup. Now, I could have done this underneath my foundation, and I often do. You can do it underneath or on top, and then I will go back in again with a highlighter and add to that glow. But this just gives that glow depth. In other words, it's going to show up in a different way visually for us than the highlighter we put on top of everything. So now I'm going to go in with a contour, bronzer, whatever you want to call it. I've been using this Ilia Drawn In bronzer. I do generally prefer cream products these days, but I'm liking this a lot. I like the way that it goes on the skin. I like the color. I like the way that it soaks in. Just pretty much everything about it. So I'm going to take a little pointed brush right here, get some product on, and I'm going to start up at my hairline And notice that I'm working it into my hairline, so there's not this demarcation along my hairline of where my bronzer stops and, you know, the skin on my scalp starts. So just a little bit up there, and you can see already that that's created an angle on my forehead. And the more that you put up there, you know, the more that angle will pop out. Then a little bit in the cheekbone area. And then I always go right underneath my chin because that's going to create a shadow and make my chin area look a little less firmer than it actually is. It's just a little fool the eye sort of thing. And you can see the complexion starting to, you know, come together. I'm looking a little less ill, a little bit more lively. For blush, I'm going to be using another product from Ilia. This is Ladybird. I love these cream blushes from Ilia. I actually went through an entire one. I almost never go through an entire makeup product. I really do like these. This is in the color Ladybird. It's a little bit more of a neutral than the last one I went through, which I can't remember the name of. So I'm going to get a little bit on my brush right here and just place that in the upstairs area of my cheeks. I don't want to go onto the front because that front area drops quite a bit when I'm not smiling and really drags my cheeks down. So where I put my blush is the area of my face that is not going to move whether I'm smiling or not. So that's why that color goes there on my complexion. Other side. Isn't that a pretty color? I love these blushes so much. They're just beautiful. And I think they're super quick. Now I want to show you a little trick. It's better during the summer, but I'm going to show it to you now. With what I have left on my blush brush, if I just go right here on my nose, that just gives the slightest little bit of rosy tone to that nose area, which makes our eye think we've been in the sun and we've got a little sun-kissed glow. So it's kind of a little youthful trick that you can use. It works really well during the summer when we're all just a little bit more bronzy, but you can do it any time of the year. Now for highlight, I'm going to go ahead and use one of Trini's products. This is the highlight called Starlight. I don't know if she has other colors in her highlight line or if this is it. I can say I do like this very much. And I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger and just tap it on that upstairs, kind of that ledge where that cheekbone is. A little bit on the front of the cheek, a little bit on the tip of the nose. This is all going to soak in and blend in and just look terrific. And you can see right now with the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, as well as the complexion products, I'm starting to look a little bit more put together. Things are starting to come together, and it really hasn't taken but just a few minutes. Okay, so now it's time for the eyeshadow, and I'm not sure what I want to use. I'm looking at all of them right now. I think that one is too purple for today. Okay. Because I want to use a little brighter lipstick, I'm going to go for a little bit lighter of a color on my eyes. So this is the color Mystery. So that's what I'm going to put on my eyes today. And I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger and tap that over my lid. These shadows are so deliciously creamy. They feel really good going on. So over here. So this is a quick one and done eyeshadow look. So what I've done is I've just pounced it on my eyelids and then worked it up from there. And look at that. Isn't that just such a pretty color? I love these shadows. But $75 for 3 of them I think was a lot. Okay, I want to show you something now that you can do with cream shadows. Maybe you do this already, or maybe you just haven't thought of this, but it is a handy little trick. One thing you can do is go in with a brush and smooth out that upper edge. And I know you might be thinking, now wait a minute, this is a cream shadow, you really don't want to use a brush with it. Well, it works really great. So I can go in with a little brush and just kind of smooth out that upper edge of that eyeshadow and really put a nice polished look on that eyeshadow on my lid. So really quick eyeshadow application. I love the colors of these. I think they're absolutely stunning. Alrighty, so now time to do the eyes. This is the Rougher Eyelash Curler, best eyelash, I can talk, best eyelash curler on the planet. Absolutely love it, worth every single penny. They're not that expensive. It's like mid-20s or something. When I think about all the money I wasted on cheap eyelash curlers that just were so painful, I don't even know what I was thinking. So eyelashes are curled, and now I'm going to go in and tight line. This is, what is this? This is the Revlon Color Stay. I don't know if they still make this or not. So what I'm doing is I'm hitting in between those lashes. Not so much on the skin, although I do want to hit the skin, but I want to focus on in between the lashes. All right, while that's drying down, I'm going to go ahead and dust my face with some powder to set everything down. The first thing I'm going to start with is the Kosas Cloud Set Powder. I've been using this for a long, long time. And I'll tell you what, I think this is going to last me forever. So I'm going to get a little brush, get some of this powder, tap it off, and I'm going to hit the areas that I seem to get a little shiny. Now, right here on your nose, if you put a little bit of concealer in that area and then powder over it, it really helps with that indentation that you can get from readers if you use readers. I do, and I get that weird indentation, and this seems to just sort of soften that indentation. And then I'm going to get some down on my chin. Now I'm going to take the Hourglass powder. This is in Dim Light. Again, expensive, will last forever. And I'm just going to dust that over my skin. And you can see that sort of just puts a filter on the complexion and just pulls everything together. This really is such a good finishing powder product. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Ilia mascara. Am I coming together? Looking a little less sick. All right, it's time to move into the lipstick now, and actually I'm kind of looking forward to this. I have 3 lipstick colors that I want to show you today, and here's the deal. I did not come up with these lipstick colors. I found them from someone else who I want you guys to go over and take a look at. She's actually here on YouTube. Now, you know that I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in 25 years, but I do watch YouTube, and what I like to watch on YouTube is a single person with a camera. I don't like to watch the produced shows. I just like to watch the regular humans sharing information. And this little gal has a thrift channel that I love. And I think the name of the thrift channel is Peaches and Olive. I don't know, I don't remember, but I'll have it listed down below. I just know her as Jade. And I actually love watching her. If you like thrifting, you're gonna wanna watch this gal. If you don't like thrifting, that's okay. You're still going to want to go over there and look at her videos because this gal has the best lipstick game I've seen on anybody in a long, long time. I am not kidding you. There are times that I will turn on her videos because I want to see what lipstick she's wearing just as much as I want to see her thrift adventures. So I ended up posting a comment underneath one of her videos saying, "Girl, you got some fabulous lip colors going on there. What's going on?" Turns out she used to be a makeup artist, I think for Estee Lauder or something. So it's like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. So she is now posting her lipstick colors underneath her videos, which I think is so completely smart. And what did I do? I went and ordered several of them. So Jade, thank you very much for the lipstick colors. The reason I'm trying these colors is because I have a new hair color, and I think that's going to open up possibilities for me in more of the coral tones. I really couldn't wear coral tones very easily with my blonde hair. But I think with my hair darker, I can do that now. So I have 3 colors that I nicked from Jade's list because she's so good at the colorway. So this first one, and I think they're all from Revlon. This first one, what did I do with my glasses? Hang on. And I'll have these listed down below. So the first one is Daylight Delight. This is more of a rosy tone, which I actually think is really, really pretty. The other 2 are more corally. So here's Daylight Delight. The next one up is, these are all cream. This is Kiss Me Coral, right here. This is a very, very corally color right there, but super, super beautiful. And then the third one is Coral Berry, which is really, really pretty too. I don't know which one I'm going to pick. Wait till you see this one. This is Coral Berry. So these are the 3 colors that I have to choose from today. Aren't those just beautiful? Jade, you do such a good job. Keep the colors coming. Really keep them coming. I think I'm going to go with this one. This one is super pretty. I could have worn that as a blonde. I think this one's going to go better with my darker hair. But this is the one I want to try today. I don't know how it's going to look. You guys let me know in the comments below if you think, you know, that it's a good one or not for me. What I've had on my lips for this video is the City Lips Clear, just to give me a little bit of hydration and plumping. And I'm going to do something kind of unusual. I'm going to wear this kind of grayish tone lip liner with that coral color. I don't know if it's going to work, you guys. This is all new to me too. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I just feel like toning it down a little bit around the edges might be a good idea. Maybe it'll be a terrible idea. We'll find out. So here we go. So there's the lip liner. And here is the Coral Berry. Gosh, I love this color so much. What do you think? Here we have the finished look. So what do you guys think? What do you think of the eyeshadow? I love the formulas. I think the color is wonderful. I think the ease of just doing a one and done and the fact that you can then blend it in with a brush is fabulous. I love the lipstick. I'm not sure if I love it with this color lip liner. I think I sort of do, but let me know down in the comments what you think. And make sure that you stop by Jade's channel, subscribe, say hi, tell her Kimberly sent you. This gal has such a great lipstick game, and I thank her so much for the color suggestions. I think they're wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. You guys know it just makes my day when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything beauty, fitness, and lifestyle for the over 50 and over 60, almost 70-year-old woman. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.